Buenos tribe. So it's now 48 hours before the first footers are going to be arriving here, and since the last episode there has been so much activity. We've now got 2 stages of the composting toilets ready to go. The toilets aren't actually in yet, but hoping in the next 48 hours that can all be sorted. We've got the meeting place sorted out, kitchen is up, we've got to fill it with all the goodies that we've bought. And I'm just about to take you over to speak to your chief, which is Warren, of course, Poques. You all voted for him and he's the chief this month. And also his second in command, Doug, who is also here to help out for the month. So we're going to go and see what they're up to. So it's 24 hours to go until everybody arrives here on Vorovoro, and I've managed to grab 5 minutes with Warren, our chief, and our deputy chief, Doug. So guys, how are you feeling? Warren first, how are you feeling about today and tomorrow?
Wonderful, wonderful. Really looking forward to the other first footers turning up. I think we're near enough there now, and I think they're going to love it when they walk on that beach.
So Doug, what was your initial reaction when you first got here?
Oh, it's paradise. It's absolutely fantastic. The weather, that's absolutely gorgeous today. The sun's shining. Gonna get burnt again. Gotta cover up as close as it gets to noon, so it don't get terribly burnt. But it's absolutely gorgeous. Hope it holds for tomorrow's ceremony.
And what do you think the first impressions are going to be from because obviously we've got quite a range of people coming.
I think the people that got on there and read everything on the forum, if they did their homework, they know what to expect. And they're not going to be coming if that's not it. They saw the pictures, they read all the stuff about what people were putting on the forum, what was there initially, and if they don't know what's here, they haven't done their homework.
And Warren, what are the important things, do you think, that need to happen in the last 24 hours? Because there's not a lot of time, really.
Just finishing off the toilets. I think that's important. Getting the kitchen up and fitted. Dressing the ceremonial platform where we're going to have the ceremony on the Friday night. Now the beach is all cleaned off. You know, I think the first thing, obviously get the banner up.
Of course.
I think that should be about it, really. You know, and I think when they come onto the sand, they'll look around, and I think they'll be impressed.
Okay.
I think the Fijians are just as excited as we are.
Yeah,
they're planning such a ceremony; it's unbelievable, and like everybody from the surrounding village, and they're all going to be there celebrating and welcoming us and becoming one tribe united. That's the whole thing about us. We're us. We're not we and them. There's no dividing line. We just seem like family already.
Good.
Fully agree with that, Doug. Fully agree.
Excellent. So, big question then. Are we going to be ready for tomorrow?
Oh, without a doubt.
Even if everything isn't done, I don't think it's a problem. I think people want to come here and work. I think they want to come here and help. They want... Did I step on you? No.
Not at all, mate. Not at all.
They want to come here and help, and they want to work. And even if they don't, they work some, and then they go lay on the beach, or they go swim in the ocean and cool off, and then come back and do some more work.
That's it.
And if they don't do any work too, that's fine. That's great. That was what was put out in the beginning. You can work if you want. You can play if you want.
We learned a really good phrase actually the other day, and it basically means no worries, which is sengenalenga. And I think that really holds true, doesn't it? You know, wherever you want, sengenalenga. No problem.
Right. There's no worries. If it doesn't get done in an hour, it'll get done in 6 hours. If it doesn't get done in 6 hours, it'll get done tomorrow. There's no big deal.
Cool. Well, listen, guys, thank
No
you
worries.
for giving us 5 minutes anyway. We'll be catching up hopefully later as it draws nearer, probably about the 12-hour mark. Hopefully we'll get some more words from you a bit later.
Okay.
So the main job that the boys are doing today is creating a composting bin. We've obviously been clearing a lot of the dead leaves and coconut husks and vegetation from where we're going to be building, so we want to do something productive with all that waste. So they're building 2 composting bins. We're going to fill one today, and that can start churning out its good stuff soon enough, and then we can start loading up the other composting bin with all the stuff that we collect over the coming weeks. So they're busy behind me. They've sunk the post into the ground, put the chicken wire around it, and they're just finishing off that now. So we're going to have a chat to them in a bit, but first of all we're going to go and have a look around the site. So this is just a temporary structure, and the effort that's going into it is just brilliant, and this is actually going to be where the welcoming ceremony is going to happen in 2 days' time when the first footers arrive. So that's going up over here, this way. This is the start of the temporary sleeping accommodation. We've got to get it floored and walled before it's going to be ready for people to sleep in, so I'm fingers crossed that that's going to happen in the next couple of days. We've also had to make sure that the roof is on an incline so that we can collect any rainwater, because obviously we need to save as much rainwater as possible so that we use as little as possible. This way, we've got the kitchen block behind me. None of the actual equipment like the stove and the gas bottlers and the freezer, we're not plugging it in, we're just going to use it as a cool box. None of that's in there as yet, but in the next couple of days it should be. And then if we just spin round over here, the finishing touches to the composting toilets are happening. The bottom composting collection bit is already done. That's the concrete you can see. We've got to paint that black inside so that you can't see any nasties when you're going to the loo. And up above, they're actually making the cubicles, so we have to put the toilets in there later on. So a lot has happened since the last episode, as you can see, but there is still a lot to do. So we'll be keeping you posted over the next 48 hours to see what's happening. Okay, so September Chief Poques and Deputy Chief Doug. It's the night before September the 1st. How are you feeling?
Great. What about you, Doug?
Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to get working.
Looking forward to seeing those people land on the stand tomorrow.
All those people are going to be happy. No question about it. We're gonna work, and we're gonna make this something going really good.
Yeah, that ceremony's going to be wicked.
Yep.
Absolutely wicked.
And what was the last thing you heard from the island?
Ooh.
Quiet. Very quiet.
Yeah, it was. No, they were actually banging. They were still constructing when we left. But over where we were, it was quiet. But we could hear them in the distance, still working away. They're still going at it.
I'm looking forward to returning there and seeing what the Fijians have done to the ceremonial place where we're going to have the meeting. Because that's all going to be dressed up, in the way that they would normally do, a big event, for their tribes. So that is going to be something special, don't you think?
This is special for them. They have put together a ceremony that is special to the Fijians, and it's going to impress us, we know, because we probably haven't ever seen anything like this before.
That's right. So, rock on tomorrow.